welcome to my channel, guys. If you're new here, I'm Niecey, Nurse Niecey. Welcome, guys. And if you're already a subscriber, I really appreciate you guys. And Happy New Year's to everyone out there. I hope you enjoy this new year so far, and will be lots and lots of blessings to you guys. So as you see from the title, today's video is gonna be like things that I want to tell you guys as a new nurse that I encounter myself as a new nurse that I wish I knew, or I do knew it, but I just forget most things. This is in no specific order. I'm just gonna list basically like 20 things. So I'm just gonna list them, and if you guys think I forget anything, you could just leave them in the comments. So the first thing you do is count narcotics. That's the first thing I have on my list. If I did learn about narcotics, I totally did forgot all about it. So before you even take the key from another nurse, before you're gonna go do your medication, do all of that, make sure you count with the other nurse and make sure everything is right, because if something is missing, that's where all the chaos happened. So far, nothing like that ever happened to me. I mean, it happened, but we did find back the medication because some reason it was an expired medication that got took off, and they didn't log it out of the system. And you also waste narcotics with other nurse. If they're expired, you have to waste it with another nurse. The next thing is wear 2 gloves when you're doing your colostomy bag, because poo could go all over in a quick second. So when I'm doing my colostomy bag, I make sure I wear my 2 gloves. So when I do take off the bag and about to clean, if I do have mess, I could just take off that gloves and I still have extra gloves, extra protection off my hand, because you don't want no poo. I mean, no poo don't go over my hand, but just to think about poo going on your finger, So the next thing is put wipes over the stoma. So when you're changing everything on a colostomy, so you want to leave a wipes on it, because poo could come out at any time. They don't have no control of that, so it could just come out. So just keep a wipes over it so nothing come out. I'm sure that happened to me. Stuff just started to come out. And you want to label the bag also. They have a label, so you could just put your shift, the date, and your initial stating, yes, I did change it, because that's what I do. I walk with my permanent marker and I'm like, write my name, so I know I have an idea, like, are these people really changing these people bags? I want to know, especially the one that's on the flat. I think it's a flange, that one. I want to really make sure they're changing it, or have an idea. Often they do. That's what I do. And you also, when you close it, you want to make sure you listen for the snap, like a snap sound. You want to make sure you listen for that, because you don't want it's not closed right, they go out and they have an accident. And some of them want to have a stuff that on the bottom is like you gotta fold it and make sure you lock it like a Velcro. Make sure it lock, because with that one is like, instead of changing the thing, you could like literally, I guess, let out the poo in the toilet. And also remember to close the Foley bag. Me at work, every time I come in, so I'd be so pissed off going at work and there's pee all over the floor. The night nurse forget to close the bag. So try to remember to close the Foley bag, because what I see they do is stick it in the little seal thing and it's not fully closed at the bottom. You guys will know what I mean. You know, make sure it closed. I push the little, it's like a little tub that you push to make sure it's closed. Just make sure it's closed. And please document everything. Document what happened, what you see. It will save you. It will save you in the long run. Try to document things. And other thing is the CNA will try you. They'll try to use, especially if you're new, and for instance, you really don't really know everything that you're supposed to do, they will pull your string, but you just gotta be firm. I'm not saying don't try to be enemy with them, but act like you know what you're doing, because when you don't, I mean, it's not like you don't know what you're doing, but when you knew, I would say not knowing it. When you knew, they know. They know when you're new. That's all I gotta say. And the next thing is always walk with 2 lancet, because it's a bum when you go to the resident room and you walk with only 1, and then you gotta walk all the way back downstairs to the nursing station, because I work in assisted living. They walk all the way back to the nursing station to come get a little lancet to go stick their fingers. So I always walk with 2 just to be on the safe side, and I always walk with their medication just in case if they need it, I don't have to go back and forth. So I just walk with their little, it come in like a medication type of stuff, you know, with your pill, but it's just the vial in there and they have the needle. So you just walk with everything, so you don't have to go back and forth, because you don't always need it, but just walk with it. That's if you're working at assisted living. Certain places different, you don't walk with everything to the patient room, because you're gonna contaminate it and you can't bring it back out to the cart. So it depends where you work. But with a cart, you know, you're pushing the cart. Assisted living is just one little area and you gotta go up and downstairs. And the other thing is, whenever you're given like I think it's a Lantus, maybe other insulins come in that type of, like in the vial pen, with that, you have to make sure when you're giving the patient like that firm, you know, a firm stab on the arm, I mean not the arm, but you know, in their belly where the fat is, you know, the good fat here. You have to make sure you do a firm stab to make sure they get it, because if not, they won't. And if you don't want to do it that way, you think they're not getting it, you don't feel secure about it, you could always walk with a syringe and you just pull it out and do it the regular way like you would do an insulin. The other thing is ask for more money if you think you deserve it. So in the iron process of you doing your interview, if you think you deserve more money, go ahead and ask for it. All they could say is no or yes. They will give you more offer. Don't be shy. And you do COVID tests, or you work with patients who have COVID. You do. And the other thing is, I'm on number 12 now so far on my list. So number 12 is take full vitals before calling the doctor, because you don't want to go call the doctor and say, okay, this person state they're not feeling well, and you go call the doctor like, what evidence you have? Do your vital sign, because calling the doctor with this, they do get upset. They get upset. Like they want to cuss you out because you're an idiot nurse or something. I mean, they never come up with that, but that's how it feels. And clean with, so especially with an AccuCheck machine, you want to make sure you clean it with bleach if you're gonna go from resident to resident, so you could prevent blood-borne pathogen. You don't want to have that. You want to make sure it dry for 3 minutes. You want to clean it with bleach wipes. And you want to know when your insulin expire. I'm not, I don't think I know everything on that, but you want to know. I have a paper with it to tell you when it's expired, because when you open it, you want to put when you open it and when it expires, so you don't use expired medication. Oh, and with that too, as I talk about expire, always look at your expired date of your medication before you give it. And you know, you got to do your tree check to look at your name, make sure they're getting the right medication, you know, just be on the safe side. And you do not crush all meds in one bag. That's what they say you're supposed to do. You gotta crush each medication separately, that's a lot of work, that's tedious. But yeah, that's the right way that you're supposed to do it. And you want to dial 9 to call out. I guess with certain facility, you got to put 9 before you could call, or else the phone won't work. And don't cover up a fall. Never, never, never try to cover up a fall. If a person fall on you, report it, report it, report it. Try not to cover up a fall because it could bite you in the ass. That's how I could put it. But yeah, people who I work with try to cover up fall, and that's not nice. Whenever you cover up a fall, report it. I don't think nothing gonna happen out of it, but if you keep it to yourself, that's where the consequence gonna kick in. And if a patient wanna go to the hospital, if they say to you, I'm on number 19, if they say to you, I wanna go to the hospital, I wanna go to the hospital, go ahead and call the hospital and send them out. They wanna go, let them go. They have the right to go. And they also have the right to refuse if you think they want to go to the hospital and then 911 come and they said, I don't want to go. It's fine. They could stay where they're at. They just sign a paper and you just chart about what happened. And the last thing is on my list is walk with your pen, your permanent marker, your scissors, and your pen light, because you never know when you need it. So those are the things that I have on my list. If I leave anything out, please let me know in the comment what I leave out, and let me know what do you normally bring with you to work, or what do you do on a typical day at work, or what thing you do as a new nurse that you wish you know, or what thing you did at work and you feel like, oh, I think I said that. You should have known how to do it. But that's all I gotta say, guys. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel, because over here is lately. But that's it for now. Bye, people. Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video if you like it. Okay, and share with family and friends. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.